right, welcome to the Crowjo Show. Today we're talking about the California fires that are happening around California right now, and it is a mess, an absolute disaster. We have Gavin Newsom, who's out there right now trying to console us for his disaster that he created. And what do I mean by that? How can it be created? Well, when you don't clear cut, it leaves a ton of fuel on the ground. They don't believe in removing trees, shrubs, grass from the area because the environmentalists want to keep California to be green. But without clear cutting, it's just a massive fuel fire. And then when you bring the Santa Ana winds, it blows it like a blowtorch, and things that burn that normally wouldn't burn because when you add air pushing in, especially 100-mile-an-hour winds, it creates tremendous heat. And that's what's happening here in California is they never clear cut. And I feel terrible for the people that are here. And then once the houses are burned down, the looters come in. I saw it on the news and I saw it on 60 Minutes. They never even mention the looting that goes on. And it's not just, like 100 people. There's thousands. From what was reported on 60 Minutes to what was actually stated by homeowners in the area, the dichotomy is quite different. And I don't like 60 Minutes for portraying the emotional side of it without going to what really caused this. And you cannot have environmentalists controlling what can and can't be cut down and to not be prepared. The other problem is they cut the budget from the fire department. They gave fire department equipment to Ukraine, so they're shorthanded. The people that are in charge there were very upset with the mayor because they never got what they needed. Now, on the DWP, the CEO, Janice Quinones, I hope I'm saying that right, she left the Pacific Palisades water supply empty for 11 months. And you would think the fire department and the water department would talk to each other and go, Santa Ana winds are coming. This could be a complete disaster. And they did not. It was down millions of gallons of water. I don't know what they did with it. They probably dumped it into the ocean. It was empty. So when the fire department showed up and got their hoses all connected, there was no water. And it just burned like crazy. The spin on some of this, they're stating global warming, and that's not the case here. This is people not doing their job. They should be fired. I mean, I look at Janice Quinones from the DWP. Why isn't she fired? She makes $750,000 a year, and this is massive incompetence, endangering the public. People died from this, and it's still going on. The fires are still going on. In terms of the money, there's $250 billion probably going to head towards California, but do we give it back to Gavin Newsom, the guy who created this mess? Do we give the money to Karen Bass, who created this mess? Quinones, they were the cause of it. Why are we rewarding failure? It's like, I don't understand here in California. Everything is rewarded by failure. If you have a drug problem, here's your check. You need a crack pipe, here's your crack pipe. Everything is rewarded with failure. Have more children. You get more money on your welfare check as long as the husband doesn't live in the house. Everything is rewarded by failure. Now they're concerned with Trump coming in. Now that rewarding of failure may not occur. So what happens to people in California? So that's why I just wanted to point that out. The other thing that really bothered me when I listened to Quinones' interview about the lens of equity, what does this have to do with fire? What does this have to do with skin color culture? You really need to be prepared with the water. It shouldn't matter what color you are or what your sexual gender is. It should be protect the public. You failed all the way around. Gavin Newsom failed. Karen Bass failed. Quinones from the DWP failed, and then they try to spin it. And that's why I was really offended by 60 Minutes. They did not do their journalistic approach that should be done. And it's pathetic to see legacy news going down the toilet, so to speak, because they just don't report like they used to. And it's a failure. But I just wanted to point that out. This is the Crowjo Show, and I'm Crowjo, and I hope you have a great day, and there are no fires around your house. All right. Bye-bye.